Hey guys, Crazy Dash here, and welcome back to another Train Sim World 3 stream. So hopefully everyone's doing well on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Yep, it's Sunday. And yeah, today we are going to be playing the Harlem line. So originally I was gonna be doing Birmingham Cross City, but I decided not to because I still do not have a thumbnail for Birmingham Cross City. So I decided to play Harlem instead because I ended up getting a bit busy today. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So of course we will start out in the lovely M7A. And I think we will do a full-length run of the route from Grand Central Terminal down to North White Plains. Let's see. Although it would be kind of interesting to do a deadhead service, but I want to see if I can find... Yeah, I kind of want to do a service up to North White Plains. So, I guess to make the gameplay more interesting, how about we do... How about we do an evening service, or an afternoon... How about we do an evening service while the sun is setting? That would be fun. And that's also when there's going to be more... outbound services anyway, so let's go a little later in the day. So, let's see, got a 6:37 service from Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains, and it looks like it's a semi-fast service by the looks of it. I want to see if there's anything slightly longer. No, everything here is, okay, this one's an hour and 6, so that's at 7:30 p.m. That should work. Kind of want to do something that makes the most amount of stops. Okay, so I will leave it on clear weather, or on custom weather, and I'll have just a little bit of clouds just to make things more interesting. And let's get right into it. Alright, so we are operating train 579 from Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains. Now before we get moving, I just want to take a look at our schedule. So we are stopping at Harlem 125th Street, Melrose, Tremont, Fordham, Botanical Garden, Williamsbridge, Woodlawn, Wakefield, Mount Vernon West, Fleetwood, Bronxville, Tuckahoe, Crestwood, Scarsdale, Hartsdale, White Plains, and North White Plains. So this is an all-stopping service. So let's get this service underway, shall we? And I just realized the doors are on the left, so we'll just do that. Alright, now let's get the safety systems on. And the dead man's pedal. Alright. Set the headlights to dim. We'll increase the desk light brightness. Turn on the gauge lights. Marker lights will be disabled. Wiper. And I think we're good. So now insert the master key. Set the reverser to neutral. Set the master controller into max brake, and then we will charge the brakes until they get to brake pressure of 90, and we're all good to go. Oh geez, I cannot see a thing. There we go, that's better. So hopefully it's not too dark out, although it is 7 p.m, so I might have screwed myself, but I don't know. And sadly, I won't be able to find out. Oh, okay, well that's a good way to know. Yeah, this will be a fun service. Yeah, I should run right into the night, so yeah, got a pretty good time of day to do the service. I'm kind of glad I was able to glitch through so I could just see what time it was. Yeah, alright, so let's get the door shut. Also gonna open the window, just for better sound audio. Put the reverser into forward, and then I just gotta wait until I get a signal clearance. Now I can't see it from here. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure that signal I see is. No, I think that is my signal, as a matter of fact. I don't know. It's this one right here, but I can't tell if I can actually see that. I'll just keep looking at the HUD from time to time if that doesn't change. It looks like we're waiting. Oh yeah, that's what we're waiting for. And possibly that. And possibly that. Holy smokes, it is rush hour. It is getting busy. Hello, Renvob. Welcome to the stream. Just gotta keep an eye out on the map. Oh, okay, we do have a green. Okay, yeah, so you cannot see it from here. Alright. Fair enough. We'll just get moving. And speed limit is 10 miles per hour. I'm gonna cut us off at 8 miles per hour so that, since this is mostly gonna be downhill leaving Grand Central Terminal, yeah, I'm guessing in real life, since I wasn't able to see the signal, I probably would have been allowed to pull forward until I had a visual indication of the signal. But it is what it is. Yeah, there is a lot of traffic inside of Grand Central Terminal. Just look at that. At least 3 trains ahead of us. So definitely picked a really good time to do this service. Let's see, what train service am I running? Train 579. So anyone joining the stream now, we are running train 579 from Grand Central Terminal down to North White Plains, and we will be calling it all stops along the line. So we are just now leaving Grand Central Terminal. Oh nice, you're playing Modern Warfare 2. Okay, so just gotta be fanning on the brakes. I just like to knock myself down to like 5 to 7 miles per hour while going downhill. I wonder if I can find the President mail car, because I know I unlocked that mask. Oh, I may have not enabled it, so maybe I can't see it. And knock me down to 6. So that's something I'm actually unsure about, if I actually have the mail car enabled or not. I think I'm supposed to enable it first before I can actually see it on the map. So it's very possible we may encounter some traffic on the way as we are traveling in during rush hour. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of outbound trains. So I wouldn't be surprised if I trail anything on this run. But we'll just have to wait and see. You can definitely tell there's a lot of trains here. It looks like we have a train that's running on the fast line, so we may actually be able to parallel yeah, we have oh my goodness, this is just insane. So many outbound trains, I love it. So yeah, we're just fanning my speed until we eventually leave this downward. I think it's a 1% gradient, although I could be wrong. Okay, we are no longer going downhill, so we should stop gaining speed soon, and then from that point I'll just start applying power. Should get Hacker Simulator. is it only on PC or is it also on consoles? And could you tell me a little bit about the game? I mean, I guess I could have a general idea of what the game's like, but I'm still asking just out of curiosity. Alright, so we should be able to proceed up to 60 miles per hour shortly. Although I do need to be careful because there is a 45 along the stretch of the line. Alright, so now we're no longer gaining speed, so I'll just apply power. Alright, we should be able to proceed up. We should be able to proceed up to line speed any moment now. I think it's once we pass the signal. Alright, we're good to go. And off we go. Ease off the power. I'm gonna cut the power 59 miles per hour. Okay, so I think just my braking point is it's literally just as soon as I see the curve up ahead, I'm pretty sure. So I can kind of see it, so I think it's at the next signal I start braking. Okay, I do see the curve now, so I'm just gonna start braking. Okay. There you go, we stopped just before the 45 limit. Yeah, I'll check out Hacking Simulator some other time. Okay, so we are able to proceed up to 60, but I'm not. Actually, I may proceed up to 50 for a brief moment. But then I have to slow it back down to 45 since there's another 45 limit just up ahead. Pretty sure we're now going downhill. Okay, so that was a bit risky. Alright, also we can set our headlights to bright now, since we're now leaving the tunnel. Alright, and we can now proceed up to line speed. Wait just a moment for our train to pass the 45, and we will go into full power. No, we're going downhill, so I am going to cut the power. That's a nice picture right there. And now I think we're on level tracks. Hey David Park, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we'll start braking once we see the 45 limit, which I think is... No, not yet. There it is. Oh, it's a 40 limit, okay. Okay, do you see a train on one of the adjacent tracks? So I am going to dim my headlights. Okay, I think he is heading the other direction, but it's fine. Alright, let's hit the brakes. Love how this train sounds. Okay, looking good. And that was a pretty good stop. Okay, we are a bit behind schedule, but I'm sure we'll be able to make up time. And also, look how perfect that stop was. Beautiful. Alright, let's shut the door so we can get back on schedule. So I'm guessing that train's going down on the Hudson line. And off we go. Okay, so our next stop is Melrose, I'm pretty sure, and then it's Tremont. Yep, next stop is Melrose. I'm gonna cut the power there since this is downhill and we have a 35 just when we pass the signal up ahead. Gotta wake up at like 5:30 a.m. for work tomorrow. My schedule changed and I'm not a morning person. Oof, that is very tragic, David. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, now crossing the Harlem River. So now I gotta remember my stopping points for Melrose and Tremont since I usually don't stop at these stations a lot, and it's been a while since I've done an outbound service on this route. So this is a little bit of relearning the route. Also, I forgot to set my headlights to bright. The bridge is indeed a work of art. It is very nice looking. We should be able to proceed up to 40 in a second. No, you can see that train going off on the Hudson line. Just get us up to 38 and then I'll let the train coast. We should be able to proceed up to 60 shortly. Just a second. And we should be good. Alright, let's get up to full power. Okay, so we're half a mile out. I'm pretty sure I just start braking as soon as I enter the tunnel. And I think I only go up to 55, I'm pretty sure. I'll just start braking once I enter the tunnel. I'm gonna dim the headlights. Yeah, I just gotta come into the platform at about 30 miles per hour, which it looks like I'm gonna undershoot, so I'm gonna cut off the power. Okay, yeah, I definitely did come in pretty slow, so I think I braked a bit too early. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. This platform was a lot shorter than I anticipated. Okay, like some of the shorter platforms I'm able to come in at 30 with no problems, but this station is a lot shorter, so that was my mistake. Are you looking forward to the 700? Yes, I am. Okay, yeah, so going forward, I just come in at 20. maybe 25. I probably would have been fine if I was going 25, but 30 was definitely too fast. Alright. We are still behind schedule, so shut the doors. Got a little under a minute late. Alright, so our next stop is Tremont. But yeah, I will probably do a stream on the release day of the 700, and I very possibly may make a video for the 700 as well. But yeah, that's just dependent on if I'm able to find anything interesting to make a video on. I'm pretty sure it's straight ahead, so I'm... No, never mind, we still have a mile till Tremont. Where is Tremont? Okay, it is along this straightaway. I'm just trying to remember what my stopping point is. Oh dang, it's crazy how many inbound trains there are, even in the evenings. Oh my goodness, look how many trains there are. This is nuts. Okay, yeah, I do remember braking here. So it was just braking about like where that small little passing loop is. This station I'm gonna come in at 25. I'm pretty sure it's also a really short platform. It seems like I came in a bit slow again. At least the M7 has really good brakes. Okay, it probably would have been best if I came in less than 25 miles per hour. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind whenever I stop at Melrose and Tremont, because, yeah, I think these two stations probably have the shortest platforms on the route. So it wasn't much of an overshoot, but I probably shouldn't have come in at 25. I probably would have been better off coming in at 20 to 23 miles per hour. The bright side though is we are slowly making up time. I'm trying to just get a picture before we leave. But yeah, I probably will do a stream, but it'll likely be in the evening. It'll probably be pretty late at night for you, because that's probably going to be the only time I have to do it on that day. Okay, next stop should be Fordham, which is at the end of this curve, and then it's on a short straightaway. I think it's 60 miles an hour. Speed limit is 75, but I'm pretty sure I don't go up to 75. Although, actually, oh no, the 60 is after the curve. So I think I can go up to 75, but I'm not sure if I do go all the way up. I'm pretty sure I just brake shortly on, like on the straightaway just before the station. But I'm pretty sure it's not here. Yes, okay. Alright, I'll cut us off at 70. Start braking about now. This station I could probably come in relatively quickly too. It is a pretty long station. Yeah, that was probably about where I wanted to be. Ease off the brakes just a little bit. Okay, so I think I was just on the brakes a little too hard going into the station, but I think that was still a pretty solid stop. So you can definitely get away with coming in at 45 miles per hour. You could definitely get away with coming in at 45 for most stations on this route, as long as it's a full-length platform. Yeah, pretty decent stop. Yeah, if I just was braking a little too hard, so next time I'll just not brake as hard, and that should get me about in the right place. Okay, we are making up time though, so that's good. Oops. Come on. There you go. Next stop is Botanical Garden, I believe. I also worked that day, not in a rush to buy it right away. Yeah, that's fair. Get us up to 55. Okay, maybe I should have just stayed at 50, but it's fine. Did come in at about the speed I wanted to. We are looking good. That was a pretty good stop. I'm saving for the summer thing, whatever that is. Yeah, that is definitely a fair point, because I'm sure whatever it is will definitely be good. Yeah. Apparently there was a leak saying it's gonna be TSW4, from what I've heard. But I don't know if that's just people spreading rumors, or if there was an actual leak confirming that it is going to be TSW4. I don't want to bother with the leaks, honestly, because like I want to be able to actually be surprised from an announcement. Like, I'm pretty tired of the leaks already, so I just want to have like a proper announcement. If it's TSW4, then oh well, it's fine. Alright, next stop is Williams Bridge. Okay, so you can get up to 60, and I'm pretty sure I start braking at the... Actually, no, I think I start braking once I see the station. We definitely don't go up to 75, that's for sure. Okay, so this is the first curve, and I'm gonna cut the power. I'm pretty sure I don't, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I don't go up to 75. Yeah, because here's the station up ahead. I think I just need to come in at about 30 miles per hour. I think this side of Williamsburg is actually longer than the other platform. Alright, good stop. Again, came in a little bit slow, but I don't think that's a problem, honestly. Yeah, pretty good stop. Yeah, the M7 is definitely a treat to drive. It's a super simple train to drive, and it just sounds incredible. I would love to see the Hudson line in this game. Hello, FaZe Richard, welcome to the stream, and also welcome Irouge Clover. For those joining the stream, we are currently driving train 579 from Grand Central Terminal down to North White Plains, and we are calling at all stops along the route, and I am driving HUDless. So we are currently at Williams Bridge, and our next stop is, I'm pretty sure it's Woodlawn. Yep, next up is Woodlawn. And we shall now shut the doors. So let's get going. Brakes are releasing, and off we go. Okay, so Woodlawn is another station that I need to approach at about 30 miles per hour once I hit the platform. So I'm pretty sure the 60 limit, there's a 60 limit at the upcoming curve, and I'm pretty sure it occurs in the middle of the curve, if I remember correctly. So we will see in just a moment. And I'm pretty sure I'll get a speed warning any second now. Yep, there it is. And it's for a 60. So I'm going to cut the power here. And I'm gonna knock us down to 60. Uh-oh, hang on a second. There we go. Okay, so I did go over the speed limit just a little bit, but we should be okay. Alright, so now there's Woodlawn up ahead. I wanted the platform at about 30 miles per hour. Surprised how many passengers are just walking on the platform, or on the yellow line. It's not the safest idea, if you ask me. And that's a perfect stop. Alright, open the doors. What is everyone's opinion on Trenton and the Acela? So I definitely want to make a route review video on this route when the timetable upgrade releases, but as of now, like, the route itself is super fun to play, but it'll definitely be a lot better once the timetable upgrade releases. It's definitely going to become the busiest US route in the game, and I think that alone will make the route even more enjoyable on its own. But at some point I would also like to see like some scenery upgrades in the older section of the route that came from NEC New York all the way back in Train Sim World 2020. And I would also like to see some more rolling stock get added in the future, such as the Aero 3, the ALP-45, the ALP-46A, and maybe the long distance rolling stock for the Amtrak trains. But overall, it's a really solid route. It's a route with a lot of potential, and it would be cool to one day see the route get extended down to Philadelphia with the SEPTA stock. But I'm guessing the reason they didn't extend it to Philadelphia was probably because they don't have SEPTA licensing, so I get that. Alright, next stop is Wakefield, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Oh, okay, so you're thinking about buying it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting NEC New York to Trenton, as it is going to be getting a timetable upgrade within relatively soon. I think there's a 45 along here. Just gotta pay attention. I think we're fine for now. We'll proceed up to 60. If we get knocked down to 45, then I just gotta abide to it. Yep, okay, there it is. Okay, there you go. So we made ATC happy. So yeah, okay, so I need to stay at 45 along this stretch of the line. Yeah, so I definitely recommend getting NEC New York to Trenton because the ALP 46 is a super fun train to drive, although it is pretty difficult. But once you master the controls for it, it is a really fun train to drive. It's probably one of my favorite electric trains in Train Sim World. And then the AC64 also provides a decent amount of gameplay. My biggest issue with the route at the moment is there are a bunch of signaling bugs that definitely need to be addressed. So hopefully those get fixed when the timetable gets upgraded, which I'm pretty sure there will be, because they do need to make sure the signaling is compatible with a much bigger timetable. So if the signaling bugs get resolved, I think that then the route it's just a really enjoyable experience overall. I also do want to see them hopefully include the Princeton branch and Morrisville Yard at some point. But other than that, it's a really solid route. The Acela I definitely do think is worth getting, although the sounds I would say are not the greatest. They're like, it's a decent resemblance of what the Acela sounds like, but they're not the best recorded sounds. I mean, if you like high-speed trains and stuff, then I definitely recommend getting it, because the Acela is a pretty fun train to drive. It's just, yeah, it's not the best Loco DLC out there, but it's definitely, but if you're someone who just loves American trains and high-speed trains, then I definitely do recommend getting the Acela. Alright, next up is Mount Vernon West. But yeah, I have both, and they're both fun to play. And plus, you also get a decent amount of, you get a fair amount of services with the Acela on New York to Trenton, and you get to go up to 150 miles per hour. So I would honestly say you should get both. Okay, I completely forgot there's a 45 limit, so I'm glad I just cut the power. And here's Mount Vernon West. Gonna come in at 45 miles per hour. And we'll hit the brakes. Okay. I think I honestly could have braked a bit later, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm just gonna ease off the brakes for a moment. See, I probably could have braked a little bit later. Uh-oh. I think I just got a little overconfident there. Okay, we're fine. That was a little bit of aggressive braking there, but it's all good. Alright, that was a good stop. Yeah, so maybe next time, sometimes it's just all dependent on, like, judgment. It's like, it's kind of something you just naturally learn over time to know, like, if you're approaching the end of the platform too quickly. For some it's easy, but for me it wasn't that easy, so it's kind of it just took a while to be able to actually learn how to, like, have a good judgment on distance. But yeah, this train, it definitely has really nice brakes on them. Makes it super easy to drive. I like to think of it as if I'm going to get a route, I want to get the most out of it with its other Loco add-ons. Yeah, for sure. Alright, next stop is Fleetwood. But if you have Long Island Railroad, that will definitely give you a decent amount of AI traffic within New York Penn. Do you think you could drive on the route in real life? Possibly. Unless I'm somehow violating Metro... Shut up. Unless I'm somehow violating Metro North's policies in some sort of way and I just don't realize it. Okay, I'm just gonna knock myself down to 44 just in case, because as soon as I go into 46 miles per hour, then ATC is gonna get mad at me. So I just gotta wait until we get cleared up to line speed, and we can gun it. So our next stop is Fleetwood, which is a very long platform, which I could probably come into really quickly. Probably could even come in at 50 miles per hour if I wanted to. Shoot. Sorry guys, I was not paying attention. There we go. Alright, we're good. Okay, wait, no, that's the other platform I was thinking of, because I think the platforms are staggered. Alright, looking good. Yeah, okay, it's just because the platforms are staggered. I did forget where to stop, but no, it looks like we're about to stop in the right place. I think it's just about where the last PIS board is. I'm just gonna say that was close enough, and I'm sure, because like because most of the stops on this route don't have proper stopping markers. So I'm pretty sure in real life Metro North drivers are allowed to stop anywhere as long as like the entire train's in the platform, and it's about where it should be. So I'll say that was a good stop. Okay, so I think our next stop is, I think it's Tuckahoe. No, it's Bronxville. It's Bronxville, then Tuckahoe, and then it's Crestwood. All right, let's shut the doors. All right, and let's go. I think the speed limit goes down to 55 on this curve, so I just gotta keep that in mind. Yep, alright. Probably could go up to 60. I think I just start braking at this shed, or this like small building on the right. So I do want to come in at about 45 anyways. So that was about where I wanted to be in terms of speed. Now since we're out of the city, the platforms are a lot longer. Oh, is that the A-car marker? Yeah, it is. Okay, that was a solid stop. And let's dim the headlights so I don't blind the engineer. Alright, opening doors. I would either Natalie or Nebworth. That's a good one, David. Alright, so that was again a pretty decent stop. Ooh, this looks like a nice picture. Yeah, this suit's great. I love it. If we ever get the Hudson line at some point, that would be great. Hudson line is basically this route, but much more scenic. So if we ever got that at some point, that would be great. I would also love to see this route get extended to southeast. Then we can do entire electric train services. Okay, wait, we're not leaving yet. I'll show the map in just a second, iRogue. Let me just get the doors shut. So our next stop is Tuckahoe. Actually, I think I'll wait until we get to, I think I'll wait till I come to a stop at Tuckahoe, because the station's literally right around the curve. I'm pretty sure I only get up to like 50 to 55 miles per hour along this stretch of the line. This route is just really fun to play. I had really low expectations for this route when it came out, but then when I got it, I was really impressed. Alright, cutting the power. And we'll hit the brakes. I don't know where I'm actually supposed to stop at this station. I'm pretty sure I brake somewhat close to the stairs. Wait. Oh, was that? Oh man, I didn't realize that was where. Okay, so the game stop marker is by the stairs, but there was an A-car stop marker back there. So yeah, the stop markers are pretty inconsistent on this route. But I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, because again, like I said, Metro North drivers, they're really just expected to stop within the platform. As long as it's close to where it's supposed to be, or at least somewhat close to the stop markers, usually it's all good. But yeah, I'm guessing I was supposed to stop at this A-car marker. But it's fine. This is a long platform. Okay, let me shut the doors and then I'll show the route map briefly. Okay, so currently we're at Tuckahoe. Down here is Grand Central Terminal, so yeah, pretty big station. And then this is Harlem 125th Street, and then this is where the line crosses the Harlem River, and you can occasionally see some AI freight trains going through here. This is where the line branches off to the Hudson line, and this is Harlem I forgot what this station's called. Yankees E 153rd Street or something like that. I forgot. And then the line winds down, and then this is where the New Haven line branches off, just north of Woodlawn. And then here we are. Alright, and off we go. So this station is also pretty close to, yeah, it's literally just right here. Oh yeah, and then here's North White Plains, and then here's the North White Plains yard. I just realized I never brighten my headlights. That's something I tend to do a lot by accident. Get up to 55 miles per hour. We are now approaching Crestwood. This station I might come in a little bit slower because I forgot where the stop marker is. Or not. But this is Crestwood, which is a very common endpoint on this route. For most trains. I think I stop at like one of these series of posters or something. Yeah, okay, I think it's like, okay, so you stop about like where this curve begins. Alright, that was a decent stop. I forgot to remove the key when I left. Okay, so far we are doing pretty good on time. We are a little bit behind schedule, but we should be able to make it up. I've been trying to get into US routes, but freight is boring for me. Yeah, that's fair. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Like, for me, like, I like some freight routes, but then there's some I just don't like at all. There are some freight routes out there that are just really boring. I think the two most boring freight routes in the game are Cane Creek and Clinchfield. Clinchfield can be fun, like if you're doing stuff like on the branch lines, but like mainline runs, they're just really boring. But yeah, but like routes like Sandpatch Grade, Horseshoe Curve, and Cajon Pass, those routes can actually be pretty fun to play. Especially Cajon Pass, because it's just a very, versatile route. Because you got a mix of very steep gradients, and then you have stretches of the line that are more flat where you can run at higher speeds. And that stuff I find pretty fun. Okay, so I'm pretty sure along this stretch of the line we get to go up to like 65 or 70. Somewhere. I just forgot where. Okay, so we go up to 65 now. Okay, so now I'm a bit unfamiliar with this part of the line, so I'm gonna have to look at the map to see when I need to stop. But I know the stations are a bit more spaced out. Yeah, so I think we just make a left-hand turn, and I think that's about when I start braking. I think it's like just before the left-hand turn. But, you know, I totally get it if US freight is not your cup of tea. That's totally a respectable opinion. Oh, we got a train on our left, so I will dim the headlights. Yeah, sticking to the timetable definitely can be fun. I definitely do agree. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I start braking just before the curve. But again, wait, hang on, let me look at something. Okay, the stop, so apparently we have to stop like in the middle of the station. But it's fine, I'll still come in at about 45. Oh, okay. I was thinking that the speed was about to go down. Alright, so I'll come in at about 45. Just brake relatively hard. Is there a stop marker? Oops. Okay, pull up just a little bit further. Again, I don't know. Hang on, is that a stop marker up ahead? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, hang on, is that a 10 car marker? Yeah, I totally get if slow routes are not your thing, which they're not really mine either. Like, that's why I've never really considered picking up routes like West Somerset Railway. That route just doesn't really interest me. Okay, that's a 10 car marker. Is there an 8 car marker? Yeah, there was, and I missed it. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, this is probably the part of the route that I'm least familiar with because I don't drive it all the time because I do a lot of services between Grand Central Terminal and Crestwood. So usually I kind of gotta like refamiliarize myself. So next stop is Hartsdale, which is a pretty solid distance away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just start braking once I see the station. I think I'll know when I have to brake in again. As long as I come in at about 45 miles per hour, I should be fine. Okay, this station I come in at the end of the platform. Yep, they're updating the timetable for New York to Trenton. That's right, Keegan. Our speed limit is 60 miles per hour. And our line speed has gone up to 65. This was definitely a good service to pick because this is what I wanted to see. Yeah, have the sun go down while I'm doing an outbound service. And there's just been a ton of traffic on this run. Love rush hour. They probably should not be staying at 65 just because access is really strict. I mean, I think access actually triggers if you're going 3 miles an hour over the limit, but I usually try not to speed. So I just gotta be careful. Okay, station's coming up. Okay, I'll start braking about now. came in a little bit fast there, but I think we'll be okay. That might actually be really good. Oh yeah, this is a really good stop. Let's get a little more brakes going. Oops. Overshot a little bit. That was because I didn't brake hard enough at the end. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, we get to wait here for another minute and a half. I thought they update the timetable for Trenton route, but I guess not. They are gonna update it soon. I'm guessing within a month or so would be my guess. You know what? It's still a good stop because the door is still on the platform. But yeah, that was still... Did that passenger just fall off the bridge? Bro just fell off. Lol. I've had Long Island for ages, but it is really dead. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Long Island Railroad definitely needs to have some sort of facelift at some point. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Before I comment on Long Island Railroad, I just want to look at something. Oh yeah, look at that. We have an express train behind us, and it's right on our bumper. I think it's an express train for Southeast. But yeah, pretty interesting how the signaling works on this route. It's honestly really creepy, but at least trains again are restricted to 15 miles per hour. So at least like nothing bad would ever happen if multiple trains were in a single block. And of course you have to be on high alert. Alright, so now our next and final stop, or not next and final stop, our next stop is White Plains. Okay, so Long Island Road, yeah, that route definitely needs to have a facelift at some point. I feel like it could honestly be better than the Harlem line if it was just held to the same standards that it would be now. Now, part of the reason why the route is so dead is because of some signaling issues. So the route definitely does need to undergo like a signaling overhaul. But it seems like Dovetail's starting to figure out like how to do like PRR and just like northeast styled signaling. So hopefully at some point this means that they will be able to upgrade the signaling without too many issues. And oh yeah, and plus they also made the Long Island Railroad for Train Simulator Classic, so I'm sure it wouldn't be too much of a hassle for them, especially since they have Brandon helping them with that type of content. Oh, alright, down to 45. So yeah, what I would personally want to see happen to this route is it should get a full-on facelift, kind of like what happened to Southeastern High Speed. So it should, yeah, so the route should get completely redone signaling, a completely redone timetable. The M3 should come standard with the route instead of being a Loco DLC. They should also extend the route to rather Oyster Bay, Huntington, or even Ronkonkoma. If they did that, that would make the route so much better. Okay, I think the speed limit's 35 along here. Right? Yeah. Alright, so that was a good call. And then of course the M7 and M3 should get physics upgrades to make them similar to the M7A and M3, although I'm pretty sure they do have minor physics differences, but the M7 definitely feels way too sluggish than it should be. So that's definitely something that should be done. The route definitely needs some scenery upgrades, since there are parts of the route that just don't look great at all. Hang on, pulling into the station. This is White Plains. Okay, so I'm I'm actually not gonna stop at the 8-car marker at the station because it's actually too it's not far enough down the platform. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So I'll just go kinda down here. Oh, never mind. You know, I could have stopped at the 8-car marker, but it's fine. Okay, I think the only reason I pulled forward more is so that I can also open the doors on the right. I'm pretty sure. If something else, yeah, scenery upgrades are definitely needed for this route. Okay, yeah, so that's why. So maybe I just had to minorly overshoot the 8-car marker. But it's fine. I would also love to see the DM and DE30 AC on the route. That would definitely be great, especially if they were to add the Oyster Bay branch. I mean, you kind of need those locos if you want to do those kinds of services. But yeah, definitely adding the DM and DE30 AC locomotives would make the route so much more versatile and just some really unique gameplay. Since yeah, we still don't have a lot of dual mode trains in the game, so it'd be nice to have another one. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any dual mode trains that run between electric and diesel territory. So yeah, I think doing that would make the route a lot better. Yeah, Long Island Railroad definitely does need an extension. Like, I feel like if they extended to the line to Ronkonkoma, that would be great, as that's basically the end of the Long Island Railroad main line. But it would also be cool to see the Oyster Bay branch, since that's probably one of the most famous branches on the Long Island Railroad network. I think also just extending it as far as Huntington on the Port Jefferson branch is a good idea, since that's again where most electric trains end. I'm pretty sure there's only diesel shuttles that run along the rest of the branch, and maybe some peak time direct services. But yeah, so extending it to Huntington makes sense, and I'm pretty sure it's only about... Oops, I forgot to close the left doors. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys, I think I just screwed up. Okay, never mind. We're good. It would also be cool to see the Port Washington branch, as that's also a pretty neat branch line. It's definitely one of the more interesting branch lines since it's also partially single track. But personally, I would want to see the Oyster Bay branch and probably just the shorter section of the Port Jefferson branch. Although it would be cool also to see the Ronkonkoma branch and maybe the Port Washington branch at some point. I feel like those extensions would definitely make a lot of sense. Alright, so now we can proceed up to 50. And then pretty shortly after we're going to get slowed down to 45. So I think I'm only going to take the train up to 45. There isn't really a need to take it up to 50. Yep, and that is exactly the reason why. And then the next signal we will probably have to slow down to 30. Alright, down to 30. And then I'm pretty sure we get knocked down to 15 just before the station. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I think to prevent access from getting mad at me at the red signal, I think I just need to come in at 5 miles per hour or less when crawling up to the signal, which I guess makes sense because this is the terminus of the route. So I'm just gonna take it slow going into the station. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the brakes about now. Just gonna bring it nice and slowly so that access does not get mad at me. Should be happy with me at 5 miles per hour. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 5 miles per hour is what they want. Just gonna creep up to the... Okay, here we are at North White Plains. Alright, cool. So now we are unloading all passengers. I'm pretty sure we still have a train waiting behind us. Yep, it is pulling in right now. Okay, now let me make sure all the switches are properly aligned. That switch is not aligned, so I might have to go out and manually change it. And then it looks like we're good. So it looks like it's just the first switch is not properly aligned. Actually, I'm pretty sure in real life there's gonna be probably yard switchers and stuff, or men in the yard actually changing the switches for the trains, so I'm just gonna change that. If I was a freight driver though, then that would probably be a different story. What would be the plans for after this service? I actually do not know. Rather, maybe I'll do like a southeast service from North White Plains and head back down to Grand Central Terminal. I think that would be fun to do. But we'll just have to see. Alright, so let's lock the doors. Okay, this route definitely does have some interesting services on it. Alright. And speed limit, I'm pretty sure, is only 10 miles per hour. So we'll bring it up to 10. Yeah, okay, it goes down to 10 and 100 yards. Yeah, so after this service, I think we'll do an M3 service heading into Grand Central. That is an express service. And then afterwards, maybe I could do maybe a service in the M7 where I run deadhead to rather North White Plains or maybe to Mount Vernon West, and then do a stopper service. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'll just have to look at the service selection. Make sure we're on the right path. So we should be making a left here. And I probably should... Oh, my headlights are already dimmed. Never mind then. Yeah, I probably should have my headlights dimmed while I'm in the yard. That's a pretty big gap with no third rail. I just gotta pull it up all the way up to the buffer. Bring up the speed just a little bit. So there's a lot of trains in the yard. Probably because now we're just hitting the end of rush hour. So now most trains are probably settling down for the night. Oh, and then we got a train going down to southeast. Alright, and there are the buffers, so I'm going to hit the brakes now. And that should get us about in the right place. Alright, there we go. So that was a pretty good stop. So yeah, I did overshoot Melrose, but everything is almost on point. Fleetwood, I overshot by 7 yards. Interesting. Did overshoot. I think I undershot Tuckahoe, but that was also because the stop marker is farther ahead than the actual stop marker on the route. Scarsdale, I think that was an undershoot. Yeah, so it took us about an hour and 6 minutes, and we went about 24 miles. And yeah, so that was a pretty good run. Alright, so now, before I do a southeast service, I think I'm going to take a short 5-minute break, and then I will be back. So I think before I do go on break, though, I will just select what service we're going to do. So what do we have here? So I think since we're going into Grand Central Terminal, I'll do this service, train 616. Gonna have to go to sleep. Have a good rest of your stream. Thanks, Irish Clover. Thank you for coming in and visiting. Alright, so on that note, I will be right back. I'm going to take a short break. I'm gonna go and get myself something to drink. And yeah, so I will be back in about 5 minutes. So hang tight, everyone. Alright guys, I am back. So now, let's do this. Let's do train 616 southeast to Grand Central Terminal. So I appreciate everyone who decided to wait around and stuff for me. Alright, so I think to make things more interesting, actually, for this run, I'm actually gonna leave it on. I'll leave it on dynamic weather, and I'll leave it as clear, because I'll just let whatever happen. But when I do another service in the M7, I think I'm gonna do something a bit different. I think I'll do something with more harsh weather, but we'll see. All right. So we are operating train 616 from southeast to Grand Central Terminal, and we are an 8-car M3A Metro North set. Right, so it's been a minute since I've driven this train, so I gotta get myself refamiliarized with the controls. So door controls are on it's over there. Alright, now I just gotta remember how I turn everything on. Okay, marker lights, you stay off, door control on. Okay, that's the lights. Headlight controls are down here. Okay, I need to turn on the safety systems, which are up here. Access, ATC, Deadman's Paddle, and Alerter. So probably, I'll leave the door open for just a second. Alright, now I'll insert the master key. Now I need to set the, oh wait. Oops, set that to max brake, and we'll charge the air brakes. Also, hello Thai Southern Rail fan, welcome to the stream. Alright, shut the doors. I'll leave that now down to the conductor. And I believe we are all good to go. Yeah. Alright. Let's go then. Alright. Off we go. So speed limit is 50. So it looks like we have a train waiting for us. Perfect timing, Thai Southern Rail fan. Okay, so we're restricted to 45. Yeah, good timing, Thai Southern Rail fan. I just came back from my break. Alright, so we can proceed up to 45. Wait, okay. Oh shoot, okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that's neutral. So that's okay, so that's notch 0. Just gotta keep that in mind. Okay, we can go back up to line speed. Actually, no, do I really want to take that chance? Nope. I am glad I did not take that chance. Alright, so it goes down to 35 shortly before White Plains, so I am going to hit the brakes. Alright. We are now pulling into White Plains. Okay. So I gotta be a bit more careful in this train because the brakes and the acceleration are not as good as the M7. Okay, I'm pretty sure I just gotta go to the end of the platform. But I may be wrong because I just saw a 6-car marker. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to... That's at 10 cars. I don't know, man. This stuff always confuses me. Alright. Unlock the doors. Let's see. So there's 10 cars, but there's no 8-car marker. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, I should just look at my schedule. So we are stopping, now we're going all the way to Harlem 125th Street, and then calling at Grand Central. Okay, so we got 2 more stops on this run. So now we just wait till we're clear for departure. Is there anything else that I have missed? Anything on this side? Snow brake, door bypass. Oh, I wonder if... No, I don't think that has anything to do with the dead man's pedal. I'm trying to think if... I wonder if there is a dead man's pedal override in this train. If the driver needed to manually open the doors on the left. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that. And it doesn't matter. Alright, doors are closed, so we are clear to depart. We are not accelerating for whatever reason. Yeah, the throttle behaves a bit pretty weirdly on this train. Okay, I'm gonna cut the power. Also, let's dim the headlights. Alright. And then I know this is downhill, so I'm just gonna let the train coast until we're cleared up to line speed. Okay, so we were just cleared up to 65. Alright, we're probably good now to clear up to 65, so I'll go into full power. And now it's just a matter of being able to pay attention to all the different speed restrictions on this route. Alright, let's cut the power. So we should be coming up on Hartsdale shortly. I might even fly up to the station to see. Let's go by. Wait, isn't there a 60 just before? No, okay, there isn't. I think it's only on the other line. There is. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, interesting. So we're slow. So we're being. Oh, okay. Hang on. So it looks like we're trailing behind something. Yeah, so it looks like we're probably trailing behind something until Crestwood. Okay, well, I'm glad I did not get a flyby shot then, because then that would have been all bad. So I just gotta pay attention to the upcoming signal aspects. Okay, so I'm guessing at this point we're gonna go down to 30 at the signal, so I am gonna apply the brakes. Alright, get us down to 30. And then once we get knocked down to a 15, I gotta be completely paying attention so I do not crash into the rear end of another train. So we're probably following something that just stopped at Hartsdale or at Scarsdale. Alright, down to 15. So now I gotta be full on paying attention. Oops, okay. Here, let's knock it down to 14. Or ATC will be mad at me. Okay. So we are able to proceed up to 30, but I'm not going to speed up too much because I'm sure as soon as we cross over the next signal aspect, we're going to get knocked down to 15 again. Oh, okay, we can go up to 45. Okay, speed just got knocked down to 60. Alright. We're now passing Hartsdale, and it just went back up to 45. And I just realized I never brightened my headlights. That's something I gotta get much better at, because that's something I have such a bad habit of doing. Okay, I'm gonna slow... Oh, okay. Okay, I can probably proceed up to 45 then. We just got a green. Alright. But yeah, any second now we should be cleared up to... We should probably get a green because I'm sure the local service that's ahead of us will branch off at Crestwood. So then we're able to overtake the train. So we have just got to wait because we... Oh, okay, we just got clearance, but I'm going to wait just a few seconds. Yeah, I'll start accelerating, but if I see... Okay, wait. Okay, so we have a... Okay, you know what? I'm actually not going to speed up because I see the next signal right up ahead. Let's see if we get knocked down to 45. No, we didn't. Okay, we should be able to proceed to line speed then. So yeah, the train should be off of the main line now. So now we can run at line speed. This line's interesting because it starts out as 4 tracks, but then it eventually goes down to 3 tracks past Mount Vernon West, and then past Crestwood it's 2 tracks. So I kind of like how the line's designed. And it's all based off of like demand and stuff, and just the amount of trains that run on each section. Okay, are there any speed restrictions I must know of? Yeah, okay, there's a 60 up ahead, so I am gonna start braking just about now. Okay, got an M7 on our left, so I'm gonna dim the headlights so I don't blind him. Okay, yeah, so I was right, it was a 60. So let's get back up to line speed. Keeps that 59 miles per hour. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Let's speed up. Speed up a bit now. Right, we're now about to pass Tuckahoe. Right, we're now about to pass Bronxville. Pretty sure the line speed goes down to 55. Yeah, it does. Gonna hit the brakes. Okay, so it's just before the curve. And we'll just wait till we get clearance back up to 60. Now passing Fleetwood. Just dim the headlights just in time for that M7. It's getting in a little bit of speed. See, we got a train parked on the sidings at Mount Vernon West. Looks like it just came from Grand Central Terminal. Okay, so along this stretch of the line, we should be instructed to go down to 45 miles per hour. But I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Now this is where the line becomes 4 tracks. Okay, so we were not told to go down to 45. I think because the 45 only applies to the slow line on the right, because it has to go around like an overpass. So now we just passed Mount Vernon West, and we're now about to pass Wakefield. Yeah, so if I was on the slow line, I'd be knocked down to 45, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And it's because there just isn't enough space to go underneath this big bridge. This is also where the New Haven line merges back on with the Harlem line. Now about to pass Woodlawn. And very soon we should be able to proceed up to 75 miles per hour. Okay, we've just been cleared up to 75. Alright, up to notch 4. Alright, I got a train on our left, so I'm gonna dim the headlights. Alright, I'm gonna hit the brakes because there is a 60 along the next curve. Alright. Get down to 59. I think it's at the start of the next curve, I'm pretty sure. Again, I was a bit unsure where it was, so I just wanted to be better safe than sorry. So I'm gonna save my game just in case, if anything happens, because I have occasionally had this route crash on me before. Okay, we've got another outbound M7 on our left. Now passing Botanical Garden. Oops. Set the headlights back to bright. This is Fordham. And any moment now we should be able to proceed back up to 75. Yep. Alright, going to full power. Alright, we're now passing Tremont. Alright, now at this point I am going to hit the brakes. Alright. Knock the train down to 45. Alright, we should be good. There have been a couple instances where I've been e-braked there. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if it's because I just didn't apply the brakes quick enough, but I don't know. I'm lucky enough to have not encountered that issue for a while, so that's good. Alright, we're now passing Melrose. Oh. Alright. Down to 30. Yeah, should have been paying a bit more attention there. Oh wait, might be going down to 15 here. Or not. Okay, well in that case I will accelerate back up to 30. I'm guessing we're waiting for something coming onto the Hudson line, or there's just something conflicting on our paths ahead. Yeah, we'll probably get slowed down right here. Alright. Brakes are applied. Alright. Keep us at 14 miles per hour. And I have a visual on a red signal up ahead. I think that's what we were waiting for. Yep, we were waiting for that train to branch onto the Hudson line. So now I can proceed up to 30. Keep us at 29. But now typically I'd like to keep myself at 30 when going through this junction, as if you do end up changing tracks, you do typically slow down to 30 in the diverging sightings, or in the diverging interlocking. So I just like to keep it at 30, but then there's instances where you just have to stay at like 35 or something. Yeah, so it looks like we are merging to the left, so I'm glad I stayed down at 30. Alright. So we are not far now from Harlem 125th Street. Okay, so now we're able to proceed up to 35. We should be past the back of the speed board at this point. Alright, cut the power. Ooh, that's a nice picture. That is also a nice picture. Alright, so we are now on the approach to Harlem 125th Street. Alright, we just got cleared up to 40, which I will do so in just a moment. Just gotta wait for the back of our train to pass by the back of the speed board, which at this point we should be good, so I will knock us up to 40. Alright, applying the brakes. I probably want to stop by about the end of the roof, although looks like we're gonna go slightly over, but that's fine. Again, the stop markers at Harlem 125th Street are definitely not the best placed because they typically lead to undershooting the station. So I typically like to overshoot it. And with that, the entire train's in the platform. Although I did overshoot that a little bit, more than I would have liked, but it's fine. And we do not have to depart for another 5 minutes. Holy smokes, we are early. That is a very rare sight to see in America. Yeah, so we can chill here for a little bit. Alright, and then we just gotta run to Grand Central Terminal. So I think for my next service, I'm gonna hop back into the M7, and I think I'm gonna do some sort of empty coach stock move. Whether that be from North White Plains Depot down to Mount Vernon West, or to Crestwood, or I'm pretty sure there's also some deadhead moves that go from Grand Central Terminal down to Mount Vernon West, where then I can turn around and do a Mount Vernon West service, so maybe that's what I'll do, but we will just have to wait and see. I think something like that would be fun, and I think to make it even more interesting is I think I'll do it in the rain. Or I set it in foggy conditions, and then actually no, I think I kind of want it to be raining during the journey just to give myself a bit of a challenge. So yeah, we are still not leaving for another 3 minutes. So we got here pretty early. Now the only thing I'm worried about is I have a very good feeling this is the oh yeah, I feel like this is the one service in service mode that's actually broken. But except I think Dovetail has been addressing a lot of the red signal issues, so maybe it's fixed now. If I'm not able to complete the service, then oh well. I mean, that sucks, but oh, look at that. There's a freight train coming. I may actually go fly over and watch it go by. It's kind of cool that Joe added that as a little extra for this route. It should be past. Oh, it's still a little bit down the line. Yep, there it is. God, this is a bizarre freight line. Like, it's just on this narrow little bridge paralleling the river. Like, it's just weird. It should go by any minute now. It's definitely going pretty slow. I can see it's the headlight glare in the water. I'll try to see if I can get like a nice little picture with the bridge and the CSX train. Look, there's another M3. And it's on the same track that I am on. Yeah, I don't quite get the logic of the dispatcher on this route at times, because you would think that You would think that they would that because like there's like no traffic at Harlem 125th Street that they would allow that train to go into a different track because there's clearly the room for it. Just gonna watch this GP38 go by. Alright, cool. So let's shut the doors. And let's finish this run down to Grand Central Terminal. Alright, brakes are releasing. Welcome back, David Perk. Currently we're doing a Southeast Express service into Grand Central Terminal, and we are now leaving Harlem 125th Street. Heading inbound. We got to Harlem at about 5 minutes early, so hang on guys, 1 second. Alright guys, sorry about that, just had someone call me, so I just had to call them back real quickly. Okay, the throttle behaves pretty weirdly on the M3. I still do not understand how it works. I don't know, the M3 is just kind of a weird train to drive. It's personally not my favorite. I do prefer the M7, but it's nice to drive this every once in a while since it is the older train. But usually when I think about like older electric trains, I typically think of the United Kingdom. I feel like the UK has probably some of the best old electric trains. Germany can also have some pretty good stuff, but sometimes they can be a bit boring, but it just depends. I do like Bremen Oldenburg though with the BR110. That's definitely a really nice train to drive. And maybe at some point I may get Linke Rheinstrecke to get the 103. Alright, so we are now heading into the heart of New York. Okay, so nice part is we're on the fast line, so we do not have to slow down to 45. It's only if I was on the outer tracks. Okay, so now since we're in the tunnels, I'm going to dim my headlights. I'm also going to save my game just in case, because I think I've occasionally had my game crash on this route before, but it's pretty rare. Any moment now we should be instructed to slow down to 45. I think it's at this signal right here. Or not. Alright, I want to get back up to 60 anyways. Okay, it's right here. Pretty sure. No, it's not. It's not here. Okay then. Guess I got myself a little anxious. Okay. So this is all downhill, so I just gotta be careful. Okay, this is the one, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Come on, there we go. Alright, releasing the brakes, and then I'm guessing right here we're going down to 30. Yep. Alright, and then the next one we're probably going to be told to slow down to 15. Alright, down to 15. And then we can slow down to 10 once we get close enough to the next visual signal, which I can see flashing in the distance. So we can just stay at 15 for now. I'm just gonna bring up the speed a little bit because I did release the brakes a little slowly there. Alright. I'm gonna knock us down to 10. And we are good to go. Actually, I'll knock us down to 9 just to be safe. Let's see, I'm pretty sure we're stopping on one of the through running platforms. Yeah, because then we're gonna go around the loop and probably park in one of the sidings. Alright, so I definitely need to keep a close eye out for the signals, since now I have to do everything under visual reference. So I just gotta pay close attention to all the signals, but right now we have a green, so that is a good sign. Yeah, so right, it looks like you can kinda see the lower level of Grand Central Terminal right there. Yeah. Now something I wonder is what uses the lower level of Grand Central. I don't know, I think I heard somewhere that actually the Harlem line trains are supposed to be down on the lower level and not the upper level, but I forgot who I heard that from. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Because yeah, there's only 3 lines that run out of Grand Central Terminal, so yeah, so the Harlem line, the New Haven line, and the Hudson line. So I don't know. It's very possible it may also just be integrated in real life. It's crazy how long this stretch of line is going into Grand Central. It's still kind of bizarre that the speed limit's only 10 miles per hour. You'd think 15 would be a lot more ideal. Okay, now where do I actually have to stop? Okay, we are less than 100 yards. Looks like it's just shortly before the curve. I think it's just around like where the stairs are. Alright, and here we are. Unlock the doors. And we are about 3 minutes, yeah, about 3 minutes early. Alright, yeah, so we aren't leaving for another 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes. So now, okay, the signal did turn green, so that is a good sign. And then we're just going in there. Cool. Whoops. Yeah, the free camera definitely needs to be fixed at some point. We are on track 42. So 42 tracks at Grand Central Terminal. That's just insane. And I'm guessing that's also including the lower tracks as well. Alright, so we're departing in about a minute and a half. No, don't think about it. No, you are not flicking my camera up, bozo. Yeah, mind your own business. Passengers, am I right? Oi! Off the yellow line! You're not allowed to be there. It is yellow for a reason. What do you think it's for? Huh? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Yeah, tell me, what is this line for? Don't make me do it. Good job. You just deafened almost all the passengers inside of Grand Central Terminal. So, good job. It was because of your stupidity that you screwed everyone. What an idiot. Alright, well, we are now ready to go. And I'm guessing the speed limit's still 10 miles per hour, so we should be good to go. Get off the yellow line! You made me do it again. Man. AI passengers, am I right, guys? Probably gonna get several noise complaints from Grand Central passengers and staff members. Okay, so we have a green. So just gotta keep an eye out for any red signals. And so I'm gonna save my game. Let's get back up to about 10 miles per hour. Okay, we got a flashing yellow on our right. I knew what that was. And then looks like we're just pulling straight forward into the buffers. Man, the one thing I question is how the heck do the drivers disembark inside here? Like, it just seems horrifying to have to do so. It's just pitch black with almost no lighting. Now, it is possible that there may be lighting in Grand Central in real life, but I don't know. I haven't seen any actual insight. There aren't really a lot of good pictures of Grand Central Terminal online. And plus, you'd also have to worry about the third rail and stuff, so I don't know. It just seems a bit spooky. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're past all the signals, so we just gotta bring our train to a stop. Once we get close enough. Just gotta pay attention so I don't eat the buffer. I know my train really wants to eat it, but I'm not gonna let it. It needs to stop. It's an addiction. I heard Grand Central Terminal is much brighter than how it's depicted in TSW. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I would assume that there's at least lighting inside, like, the depot. Like, at least inside, like, where all the sightings are and stuff. And here we are. Alright, that was a pretty good run. It took us 51 minutes. Out of curiosity, how long does this train actually stay in the sightings? Till 1704. Holy smokes. And oh my gosh, it is pitch black. Alright, so that was a fun service. So now we will hop back into the M7. And this time we are going, actually I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing. We're going to figure that out right now. So M7A. So I want to do some sort of empty coach stock run, but I'm not entirely sure what. So, just gonna have to look around a bit. So that's a deadhead to Crestwood. That's interesting. There's yard moves. Interesting. I know there's stuff to mount. The only problem is I don't know. Let's see. Let me find something that goes to just Mount Vernon West. North White Plains. North White Plains. Because there's also some there's some services that start in North White Plains as a deadhead and then run non-stop to Crestwood and then call it all stop. So I might do one of those services, but we will see. So I just gotta pay attention. Southeast. Okay, yeah, so it's like one of these services. So operate a local train from North White Plains Yard to Grand Central Terminal. So maybe we'll do train 518, but I just want to look to see if there's anything else I find that's interesting. Southeast. North White Plains. It's not a lot that terminates at Mount Vernon West. Deadhead. Interesting. Croydon Harbor, Greystone, Southeast. Southeast, Southeast, Croydon Harmon. So far, no luck. I haven't seen anything that ends at Mount Vernon West. Although I could have just searched up Mount Vernon West already. Yeah, why don't I do that? I don't know. So let's scroll back to the top. Okay, so let's just type in Mount Vernon West. I'm just curious what there is. Let's type in Mount Vernon and not just Mount, because there's also trains to Mount Kisco. Mount Vernon. Oh, okay. So, operate a local train to Mount Vernon West. There's really only 2 trains? Dang. Okay, well that's interesting. Oh, okay, I kinda see. So it looks like, huh. Interesting. It looks like that's the same train as well. I mean, that is interesting, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, honestly. So let's do a Crestwood service instead. Okay. Yes, so let's do train 518. And we'll set the weather to May. I'll leave dynamic weather on. And how about we have a lightning storm, just to make things interesting. Alright, let's do this. This will probably be the last service we do today. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Let's get this puppy set up. So, Deadman's Pedal on, ADC, Access, and Alerter are enabled. So reverser to neutral, set the master controller to max brake. We will charge the brake pipe. Set the headlights to dim, turn off the marker lights, turn on the gauge lights. I believe we are all good to go. So now let me look at my schedule. So, okay, so we're running non-stop to Crestwood, and then stop at Tuckahoe, Bronxville, Fleetwood, Mount Vernon West, and then we're going all the way to Harlem 125th Street, and then Grand Central. That sounds like a really fun service. So let's go. Speed limit is 10 miles per hour in the yard. Of course, I forgot to turn on the wiper. Set it to intermittent. Got an M3 on our right. Gotta pay attention for signals since it's possible I may have a red. No, we have a green. We're good. That junction is not properly aligned, so praying I don't derail. Nope, looks like we're good. I don't know why, but the M7 just looks really good in the rain. Okay, so now, does that mean you can go straight up to 30? No, we can't. It says we can go up to 30. I'm guessing the back of our train hasn't passed the 30 yet. Oh, but it looks like we can go up to 15 though. Just gotta pay attention to the signal up ahead. Yeah, I'm guessing we're waiting for that M3 on the right to get out of our way before we run down to Crestwood. I love how wet the platform is. Okay, so now let's just keep an eye out for signals, because I know there's one up ahead. Yeah, visibility is pretty bad, to say the least. Oh, alright, you're cleared up to 30. I just realized we violated the speed restrictions back at North White Plains. Whoops. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I kinda should have thought that through. Yeah, okay. Gotta be a little bit more cautious, and yeah, now we can go up to 30, but that very likely means the next station, or the next signal, is gonna be knock us down to 15, so it's better to just stay at 15 at that point. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're behind. I'm guessing it's rather a stopper or an express train. One of the two. We'll find out in a moment. Because now the train's pulling into to White Plains. Again, it's just best to go slow, because we're definitely not gonna be running at line speed the whole way to Crestwood. No visual indications of a signal yet, so that's something. Oh wait, there's one right there. Wait, is that one? No, it isn't. That was just me hallucinating then. There's one. I thought I saw an actual signal indication. Yep. That was basically expected. Yeah, so there was almost no point in me to accelerate. Yeah, so now we are I'm probably in the same block as the train ahead of me. Yep. So you're gonna take it nice and slow. Do I see the M3 yet? Not yet. Actually, nope, now I see it. Speed just went down to 35. probably set my headlights to bright now. Yes, it looks like the train just left as I was pulling into the station. Oh, just got a lightning strike. Visibility is still pretty bad. Not able to see much. Train's going pretty slow. Oh, there, we just got clearance up to 30, but I am not going to speed up until I have a visual on the next signal. It's just, there's just no point, because then it's likely just going to go down again once I see it. Okay, so now it went up to 45, so because of that, I'll speed up to 30. It just went up to line speed, so that's good. So we can proceed up to 35. We'll let the train coast as this is downhill. Speed just went up to 65. Speed. Actually, I think I'm only going to go up to 45. Yep, that was a good call. I'm just going to keep us at about 45. And I think I'll slow down to 45 once I see the next signal. Guessing this train ahead of us is a stopper service. Yeah. Okay, we were not told to slow down, so I will speed up to 65 then. Train, I am not overspeeding. Alright, we're now about to pass through Hartsdale. I just realized my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna plug it in. It's at 2%. So probably in the next signal we'll be told to slow down to 30. Very, very adverse signaling on this run. So then the next stop is Scarsdale, and then it's Crestwood, where then we start calling it all stops until we get to Mount Vernon West. So this is a very unique run. These kind of services are really fun, just out of the ordinary services. Okay, we just got cleared up to line speed. So I'm going to keep us at 45. Yep. Just as expected. Yeah, Hartsdale is, or Scarsdale is right up ahead. What do we do at Crestwood? We're not due for another 10 minutes. Interesting. Now passing Scarsdale. So now it's just a matter of, is the train that's ahead of us... Wait, where is it? Is it at Crestwood? Almost. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of traffic. Alright, so it's going on the fast line. So it should be out of our way. Okay. Alright, so now I think we can proceed at the line speed. Keep us at 64. Hang on, what's this? Okay, so it just goes down to 60 going into Crestwood. Alright, that's fine. And where do I need to stop? Inside Crestwood. End of the platform. That's all good. Dim my headlights. Oh. Just got instructed to go down to 45. Okay. Oh, it's probably because we're waiting for that train that's inside of... Yeah, that's inside of Crestwood, but it's leaving right now. Down to 30. And then I'm guessing I'll be able to stay. Actually, we might get knocked down to 15 right here. Yep. We are now approaching Crestwood. Okay, so that was interesting. Oop. And then we just got to pull up to the end of the platform. Just a little more, and we should be good. And we are 7 minutes early. Wait, I wasn't supposed to get out of my seat. Yeah, because I have the dead man's pedal on. Okay, no, my brake pressure's fine. You know, yeah, no, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know what I have to do to prevent the dead man's pedal from going off if I stand up. Maybe if I put into max brake, it'll not do it, but I'm not gonna take that risk. And technically, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a conductor sitting here that controls the left-hand doors. Alright, so we aren't departing for another 5 minutes. And we're just running locally until Mount Vernon West, where we then run express down to Harlem 125th Street. So this is a pretty interesting run. Alright. So yeah, this will definitely be interesting. So while we wait, I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom, so I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, I am back. Just needed to quickly use the bathroom. Alright, so we have about 2.5 minutes until departure. Looks like we have a train that's going to be passing us on our left shortly. I definitely like the raindrop effects that were added in TSW3. They look nice. Though I just realized that Crestwood does not have... Or kinda... No, the wet textures are kinda bugged out on the platforms at this station. Looks like something's gonna be overtaking us any second now. Let's look at the map, shall we? Yep, there's a train right there. And there's another train just behind it. So we should see it go by any second now. It's an M3. Good stuff. And then, yeah, there's something just behind it, which I'm guessing is also running non-stop through Crestwood. We're departing in 40 seconds. Oh no, it's coming behind us. Wow. Interesting. Alright, well in that case, we shall be departing right now. Doors are closing. And we will release the brakes once we get the green. Alright, we are cleared to go. Next up is Tuckahoe. So for those joining the stream, we are currently doing a service from Crestwood down to Grand Central Terminal. We originally started in North White Plains Yard, and we ran as a deadhead service down to Crestwood, and we had to face a lot of adverse signaling. But we made it to Crestwood, and now we are calling it all stops until we get to Mount Vernon West, where we will then run express down to Harlem 125th Street. So we are now approaching Tuckahoe. Be a bit careful here. Approaching the station at about 45 miles per hour, about where we wanted to be. That's 4. Okay, we might overshoot, but I think we'll be okay. You know, there's the A-car marker. And that is a perfect stop. Come on, if I can open the doors. There we go. Alright, looking good. And our next stop will be Bronxville. Yeah, the Harlem line is definitely a really underrated route. Definitely one of the better US passenger routes in the game. Definitely has a very versatile timetable mode. I definitely really enjoy it. Alright, departure in 20 seconds. It's also going to be pretty difficult with the very poor visibility that we have on this run. Wait, is this actually functional? Nope. Alright, and off we go. Next stop is Bronxville. So we'll get the train up to about 55 miles per hour, and we again wanted the platform at about 45 miles per hour or less. I think 40's fine. Okay. Where is the A-car marker? There it is. Okay, a little bit of an overshoot, but that's fine. Alright, unlocking the doors. Have another express train on our left. Good stuff, good stuff. Yep, our entire train is indeed in the platform. Okay, I don't know why, but oops. Didn't mean to do that. I definitely love taking pictures in Bronx Hill. It's definitely one of the nicer looking stations on the route. It has a really nice vibe to it. Alright, we will be closing doors in 10 seconds. And our next stop will be Fleetwood. And after that, we have one more stop to Mount Vernon West. Looks like the weather's calming down a little bit. Alright, so let's see, I'm pretty sure we can stay at 60. Let me just double check. Yes, we can stay at 60. Cut the power. Visibility has gotten a bit better. Yeah, visibility was pretty bad when leaving Crestwood. It's starting to look a lot better though. Alright, shall now slow down for Fleetwood. Okay, I think we're stopping about where that PAS board is. Okay, a minor overshoot, but it's fine. Okay, visibility has completely gotten better. Yeah, visibility's definitely improved. I feel like it happened a little bit quickly, but it's fine. Okay, so now our next stop is Mount Vernon West. We are departing in about 50 seconds. Oh, this train isn't stopping. That's a good one. Yeah, it's interesting how Metro North is able to share this middle track relatively well. It's definitely interesting how they handle these operations. Cause cause we were running on cause there were a couple trains running on the middle track earlier. Oh, alright, let's shut the doors before we start running late. Oops, I forgot. Left doors. Alright. Our next stop is Mount Vernon West. Okay, so we should be able to get up to 60. Yeah. And I want to approach the station at about 45 miles per hour. left, so I will dim the headlights. And on our right. Knock myself back down to 59. Oh wait, nope, we haven't. Yeah. And 3 right there. And we'll knock it down to 45. Alright, let's hit the brakes. Tease off the brakes just a little bit. And here we are. This is Mount Vernon West. Alright, so now we will be running express down to Harlem 125th Street. Oh geez, look at that. We have a train trailing us. Alright, departure in 20 seconds. So we'll now be running express all the way down to Harlem 125th Street, so I'm guessing we're gonna merge onto one of the center tracks. So I lock the doors, and I just gotta abide to the cab signaling to help me diverge onto the main line. So I'm guessing we will be changing at around where Woodlawn is. Would be my guess. Oh, looks like the visibility's starting to get bad again. Also, let's set my headlights back to bright. I'm guessing we'll be merging somewhere around where Woodlawn is. It's been a while since I've done like a semi-fast service like this. Guessing we're gonna stay at 45 when we diverge. Actually, it's pretty possible we may be staying on the slow lines. Yeah, it is possible. Yeah, it looks like we are. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, visibility's gone bad again. Yeah, it looks like we're staying on the slow line. Yep, that's looks like it's gonna be. Alright, and gun it. visibility's gone really bad again. Yeah, it went to shit quickly. Alright, let's start slowing down to 60. Now about to pass Botanical Garden. Off the yellow line, bozos. Just a little bit. Oh, okay, we're being slowed down to 45. Now passing Fordham. Looks like we're being proceeded back up to 75. Although I should be careful because it may go back down to 45. Just gotta keep an eye out. So we might be trailing something. Nope, we're good. Passing Tremont. Got 3.5 miles to go till Harlem 125th Street. Oh geez, that lightning bolt just struck the third rail. Holy shit. Should have done that from the beginning. So I'm gonna up this to intermittent 2 because the rain's getting pretty bad. Guessing we're behind another stopper service. Oh shit. Alright, down to 30. Yeah, we are definitely following something. Ah, that's what it is. We're behind a train that's waiting for a train to go into the Hudson line. That makes sense. plates. Okay, just gotta anticipate a 15, probably right here. Or not. Okay, we just got cleared back up to line speed. So it'll take us up to 40. Alright, and now it'll knock us down to 40. Visibility's gotten even worse. It was pretty bad when we were leaving Crestwood, but now it's even worse. Alright, I'm gonna slow down to 30 at this point because I do not know if I'm diverging onto any sort of tracks. Right now it looks like we're not. Yep, we're going straight. Alright, I'll take us up to 35 then. Alright, we're now about to cross the Harlem River. And we got cleared back up to... okay. Well, I'm glad I did not speed back up to 45. So we're definitely still trailing something. The train should be out of the way of Harlem 125th Street. Yeah, so we should be able to speed up to 40 at this point. And we are now approaching Harlem 125th Street. Ooh, that was a pretty close lightning strike. And here we are. And we are still running right on schedule. And we have the entire train. Oh, look at that. That is just pure perfection right there. Okay, maybe not pure perfection because part of the train's still out of the platform. That was still a really good stop. Alright, departure in 1 minute. Alright, see you, David. Thanks for watching, man. Alright, departure in 20 seconds. And our next and final stop on this run will be Grand Central Terminal. Ooh, got an M3 on our left. Looks like it's coming to a stop. Later. Got another M7 on our left. Ooh, that was another close one. Up to 60. I think I'm gonna leave my headlights on dim just because we're about to go into the tunnels. I need to have my headlights dim for that. One thing I do need to do though is I need to slow down to 45 just before the tunnels. So I'll probably start braking about now. Yep, headlights already dimmed, and I can turn off the wipers. Oops. No. Off. Thank you. Alright, cutting the power. Proceeding up to 60. Although I'm guessing it's not going to matter. I'm guessing the next signal we're about to pass is probably going to knock us down to 45. Or not. Alright, down to 45. Down to 30. And then at the next signal I need to be down to 10 miles per hour. Alright, probably about now is about appropriate. We're good. Alright, cool. So now We're just gotta pull the train in the Grand Central Terminal. And it looks like we're stopping on one of the termini track. I do need to pay attention to signals though, as it does look like... Oh, looks like we were waiting for something. But it looks like we have the green. We're almost there. So yeah, folks, this will unfortunately be the last one I do on this stream, so when we arrive into Grand Central Terminal, all passengers must disembark, as this train is terminating here. Okay, I see nothing but red, so I should be concerned. Well, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any sort of yellow signals. Okay, I think I see where we're going. Yeah, it's a little spooky going through Grand Central Terminal. You just don't know what signals are yours. These have to be really careful. It looks like we're all good. We're now pulling into Grand Central Terminal. Hey Petrocraft, thanks for hopping in, man. Yeah, unfortunately this will be the end of the stream once I pull into Grand Central Terminal, as I do have to go, but I do appreciate you coming in and saying hi, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving in Grand Central Terminal, and this train terminates here, so please disembark once the train comes to a complete stop. We thank you again for riding with Metro North, and we hope to see you again next time. Almost there. Alright, the buffer is in sight. And here we are. Let's get the doors open. This is at the brakes into max. And let's get the train shut down. So, brakes into emergency. Headlights set to off. Gauge lights disabled. Leave the desk light on. Set the marker lights to on. And then we can set the reverser to key out and master key off. The train has been successfully shut down. Let's see, when do we do at Grand Central? Oh, we aren't due for another 2 minutes. Hello, Chip. Thanks for hopping in. Is the New York Trenton line worth it? Northeast Corridor is one of my favorite routes in real life. Yes, I definitely do recommend getting it. Now, right now, so very soon the route's going to be getting a timetable upgrade. So it's basically going to be the entire New Jersey Transit timetable, but it's all going to be done by the ALP 46. And it's going to be it's going to become the busiest American route in the game once this timetable upgrade releases. But even like just the route on its own is really fun to play, and especially with the ALP 46 because of its challenging brake system. There's a lot of things you can do with New Jersey Transit on the route, and it's also pretty fun driving the Amtrak trains. Now the only things that annoy me about the route is that, of course, the scenery not being too great around Sunnyside Yard to Newark Airport, but then everything new on the route actually looks really good. And there are some signaling bugs for in a couple instances, but I wouldn't say it's that bad. So I would say, and most likely there are going to be signaling improvements with the new timetable releasing. So I say I personally would recommend it. It's a really cool route, and I think it's a lot more enjoyable than Boston to Providence. Sorry asking Soy, what do you think about the TSW4 rumors and quote-unquote leaks? It's just whatever, honestly. It's like, it's nothing new. Like, it's literally just a repetition of what happened last year. Everyone was rumoring of TSW3, and then there was I haven't seen to see if the leak is actually true. I mean, I would assume it is, but I'm not gonna bother with it, honestly. I honestly don't care. I'm just gonna wait till there's an actual announcement. So yeah, yeah, if it happens, then yeah. I mean, I don't have an issue with it, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we have made it to Grand Central Terminal, and that is going to be the end of the stream. So yeah, I do apologize for those who just came in. I do appreciate you guys hopping in to say hi though. But I will be doing a stream on Tuesday for the release of the Class 700. So if you're new to the channel, then consider liking the stream and subscribing so you can be notified for when that stream releases. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this nice little stream of me playing the Metro North Harlem line. I had a really good time playing it, and I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I am going to be heading out for the night as I have to go eat dinner and stuff, so it's been fun while it lasted. So I thank you all for watching, and this is Crazy Dash. Peace out.